I'm Bob Hallmark in Longview today. I'm at the home of Amy McMahon today. And the reason that I'm here is because Amy and her family are offering a reward for information in a hit and run case. Now I'll explain that. Let's take you back in time. It was May 5th of last year that Amy's daughter was walking across McCann Street at Glencrest when she was struck by a white F-150 pickup truck. She was launched an estimated 80 to 90 feet. Miraculously, she did survive it. However, the pickup truck left the scene, and that's what brings us here today, is that pickup truck and that driver have never been identified. And we're going to be introducing you now to Amy McMahon. Amy, I guess first of all, tell me about that phone call. You get a call, I guess, that your daughter's been in an accident.
It was tragic. At first we thought she was in a vehicle, but once I got to the hospital, we learned that she had been struck once she was already on the curb, out of harm's way. But it really didn't even register at first how bad it was.
Now, this was traumatic for her, and miraculously she's alive, but her injuries had to be shocking to you at that point.
She did not look like herself. She had no left eye whatsoever. It had to be put back together. It took an hour and 30 minutes just for the eye to be stitched back together. Yeah. And
so she had facial injuries. She also had, I guess, some traumatic injuries to the rest of her body.
Her leg was behind her when they found her. Of course, the boot was thrown off at Arby's. It was just horrific. And it is a miracle. It's a God thing that she's even alive.
Now, that's what brings us here today, is that Amy and her family are offering a reward now for information in this case. Sadly, though there were witnesses, though there was a concerted effort to find this vehicle, nearly 14 months later, there has been no trace of it. It's as if it has just dropped off the planet. And that's why you've decided to offer a reward in this case.
$5,000 cash reward for the information that would lead us to find the owner of this vehicle or the vehicle itself.
Now, let's talk about your daughter for a second. Originally we never used a name because out of privacy and respect to your family. But we want to talk about what this has done to her. Her injuries, physical injuries, have healed.
For the most part, she still does need cosmetic surgery. And for a 23-year-old, that's a big deal. Emotionally, she's just, I don't know if she'll ever be the same, but I think the closure we could get would help a lot. A lot.
Gotcha. Now, her daughter was actually on her way to her brother's house at that point when she was struck. Again, we want to emphasize that the driver, and we do show you some images here, somebody actually had the presence of mind to actually take some pictures of the truck. Unfortunately, the plates cannot be read because it is so blurry. Now, at this point, we do know that an investigative team came in. We also had Longview police working on this, but unfortunately, they have not been able to find this vehicle. And I'm guessing that you're hoping that this $5,000 will jar somebody's memory.
You bet. Although we just didn't get any answers.
And now what we see in cases like this is you're hoping that somebody somewhere has either seen this vehicle or knows who was driving it.
You know someone does, yes. They just have been silent. And we just pray and hope that you could understand the agony that we've been through and what it's done to our family and just how hard it was to even get to where we are right now.
And obviously your concern is with your daughter as well, and it's her healing is priority here.
100%.
Yeah. And it would go a long way for your family too, to just know. And I think that's the hard part here, is you just want to know who did this.
Right, I want him to see her. She's not angry at him. She just wants closure.
Okay. Amy, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, we'll have much more on this tonight on KLTV 7 News. For KLTV WebXtra, I'm Bob Hallmark.